Hello friends, Mark and I are at the airport. Not really where we expected to be today. Late last night, we booked tickets to Colorado to go see if the girls need surgery. So Grandma and Grandpa are watching the boys and we are headed on a flight. Good morning, friends. Mark and I made it to Denver last night. We left our house around 10 in the morning and got in Denver about 10 at night. It was a long travel day, but we're grateful to be here. We have appointments today. If we're just catching you up, if you've missed something, I am pregnant with twin girls and they're what is known as Modi twins. They have their own amniotic sacs, but they share a placenta. And in 15% of this type of twins, you can get what is called twin-to-twin transfusion, where there's blood vessels running back and forth between the twins and they're not sharing them equally. So one is getting too much blood and nutrients and one is not getting enough. And unfortunately, we're part of that 15%. In 85%, everything's fine, but these are very tricky twins. Our doctor always says he doesn't trust this type of twins until they arrive because things can just happen really quickly. I saw my high-risk doctor Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week, and he decided he didn't want to see anything get any worse. And so on Thursday, we flew down to Denver, Colorado, which is one of the places that they do the surgery to cut those two placentas pretty much apart, the blood vessels apart, in order to try and save the twins. So we have doctor's appointments today to decide if I am a candidate for surgery. My doctor in Alaska said if he could have done it in Alaska, we would be having surgery. So he sent us down here. So we will see what happens today. We are starving. We didn't eat dinner last night. We just kind of had snacks that we brought from home on the plane. Our hotel here has breakfast and a shuttle, so we'll see where the day takes us. We have no idea what appointments we're gonna have. We just know we have to be at the Children's Hospital at 7:20 this morning. Okay, we finished up our appointments for today. The babies thankfully look healthy. Baby A is about 13 ounces, baby B is 10 ounces, so they're definitely different sizes, but not a terrible difference. Baby A has even more fluid than the last time we checked when we were in Alaska. Baby B has about the same amount. They're happy she still has some fluid and is still able to move around a little bit. So we're actually holding off. They had thought maybe surgery tomorrow. We're going back on Monday. The doctor told us to plan on being in Denver till next Friday at the very least, which today is Friday. So that's a bit longer than we were anticipating. I just feel really worn out from this week. It's been a lot. So I think it's time for a nap and some resting, and then we're gonna wrap our minds around our course of action here. They're not sure, there's different types of surgery or procedures that can be done. So we're trying to decide which one is best if we need to do that while we're down here. It's a little bit hard since we're not close to home. So we're just doing our best to make the best decisions based on the facts that we have at the moment, because things can just change and you want to be ready for that. So I'm going to take a nap. We're going to get some work done for the day and we'll keep you posted. Hello, friends. So it's been a day since I got on camera. Yesterday, we actually met up with Mark's aunt and uncle. They live about 45 minutes away from where we're at. They brought us a car, which was so thoughtful of them, so kind and generous, because before we've just been using shuttles, taxis, or walking to wherever we needed to go. We went and bought some groceries. We actually got moved into the Ronald McDonald House. If you live at least 60 miles away from the hospital, which we are a lot more than 60 miles away from home, you work with a caseworker, and they offered us to stay in this Ronald McDonald House so we can cook our own food. It's at a much smaller rate per night than a hotel is. We've got this nice room. There's kitchens, there's places to sit and read. We can do our laundry here. What a blessing. We just feel overwhelming gratitude that we get to stay here and use these facilities while we're here. Because it was getting a little stressful thinking about staying for, 7 days in a hotel. That could have gotten really, really expensive really fast. Anyway, so yesterday we spent some time with Mark's aunt and uncle and just relaxed. I took a really long nap. That's one blessing of being here. I would much rather be at home with my kiddos, for sure. That's where I want to be. But as I'm here, I can rest a lot more. My to-do list is a lot shorter. I've been doing a little bit of editing here and there. But mostly I've just been reading, resting, taking naps. And then tomorrow we go back to the doctor to decide what's happening. So today we're going to go to church and just trying to take care of these babies. It's like, oh, we've got all this time. It's just Mark and I, but our brains are not in like fun vacation mode. They're in, we're here for the babies. We're here for the hospital mode. So like we haven't made any grand plans to go explore or anything. So I'm also feeling very, very pregnant. Maybe it's just like the fact that I'm not sleeping in my own bed. But I'm currently 20 weeks pregnant and feeling a little bit like I'm gonna get really, really big. If the babies reach stage 2, we are in stage 1 of twin transfusion because their liquids are off. If we get to stage 2, then they will perform the surgery where they laser the placenta so that they stop sharing so many blood vessels. If we aren't at stage 2, they just want to maybe drain some of the fluid from baby A because it's so much, and they have seen that sometimes that relieves the pressure of the baby that doesn't have enough fluid, and then all of a sudden they can make more fluid. So that is our option 2. We just have to wait and see where the babies are at tomorrow. I did learn that all that extra fluid is another reason why I'm short of breath. That extra fluid pushing on your lungs and things tends to make women that have this twin-to-twin transfusion be a lot more out of breath. So we've all had our concerns about that. But my oxygen levels are fine. It's just there's a lot going on in there. So keep you guys posted. Thanks for being here. Good morning, friends. It is doctor appointment day. We're about to head over, get an ultrasound, and see where we're at with these babies and see if we're gonna do surgery, or if they're gonna send us home, or if we're gonna wait it out. Hopefully we'll have some answers. Our kids at home are getting anxious to know, at least to know when we're coming home. This like, we have no idea is really bothering several of them. And I feel their pain because, it's hard not knowing when your mom and dad are gonna come back, and things just, grandma and grandpa are taking wonderful care of them, but they just miss mom and dad, which is understandable. We've been doing lots of FaceTiming. We're doing our best to stay connected to our kiddos at home, but also take care of the girls. Mark and I are gonna head out and head to the doctor. It's a nice sunny day here in Denver. We are enjoying this extra bit of sunshine, but of course we'd rather be home. Mark and I have enjoyed as we've been in this downtown Denver district. There's so many old buildings, like late 1800s, early 1900s. Some of them have dates on them. These cute little bungalow houses. We just don't have anything that old in Alaska, so it's been fun to just walk around these streets with these big trees that overline the streets. All the leaves are changing, and just look at these old houses. Some of them have been restored, obviously. Others have not. Well, I'm sure they've had some sort of restoration, but we just don't have old houses like this in Alaska. Okay, so we just went to our appointment, and good news is that the girls look great. Their heartbeats are great, they're moving in there, and actually baby B had more fluid today. She had over 3 centimeters of fluid, which moves us back into below stage 1. They only perform surgery at stage 2. We are not even in stage 1 anymore because baby B has more fluid. So at this point, there's no intervention needed. We could do the amnio reduction and get some of the fluid out of baby A, but because of the way my placenta is and how active the babies are, we decided with the doctor that the risks of that procedure outweighed the benefits at this point. So they gave us the option to either come back on Thursday and get another ultrasound here in Denver, or to go home and get another ultrasound in Anchorage. I called, I was able to get an appointment at home, and Mark looked at airline tickets, and there are good airline tickets for tomorrow. So we are leaning towards going home. Our boys need us. The babies are doing great. When we came down, we were at stage 2. Stage 2 means you do surgery on the placenta. By the time we got here, we were back into stage 1, and now we're not even in stage 1. So you know, it's been stressful, but we just feel really blessed that they're doing so well, and I think we're gonna move towards going home. So one thing we hadn't done, since we're not going home till tomorrow and it's still lunchtime, we're gonna go to Trader Joe's, get some stuff for the boys and a few things that we know that we like, that people have sent us that we can't get at home, and then we'll see where the day takes us. Oh, I love all these different types of pumpkins. So fun. The blue ones and the warty ones. Oh, and these potted mums are so fun. I just love that. Wouldn't work at home anymore. Can't have flowers out. They're just freezing every day. This place is really busy.
Very different.
Yeah. We want to get some snacks to take back to the boys. These look kind of fun. Cinnamon sugar toffee trio. Almond toffee with white milk and dark chocolate coating. Gonna get the boys some of these Scandinavian swimmer gummies.
If you're gonna buy those for them, you gotta buy this for me.
I know, I was getting there. Also the super sour Scandinavian swimmers, and then Mark's favorite, the Cinedragons. Some dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
Everything looks so good. I must be hungry, or I don't know. It looks good.
Yeah,
Good
all
stuff.
this.
I can see why people love this place.
Yeah, lots of good things. Now that we're going home tomorrow, we don't need any extra food. We got to finish up the food we bought when we first got here. I love these ones, the power berries. Everett loves these too. Oh, we like that.
This is what somebody sent us, one of our viewers, and we've actually really liked it. I wonder if the kids would like it. I think it's the soy sesame sauce. I don't know. I can see them liking this.
I've never tried this seasoning. Everything but the leftovers. Savory over potatoes, eggs, meat, vegetables. Some fun fall things. Pumpkin biscotti, walnut maple biscotti, pumpkin flavored sandwich cream cookies, cinnamon bun spread. I bet that's yummy.
Let's try one of these. These sound really good.
Limeade? Yeah, limeade sounds good.
Yeah. Let's try.
Okay. This is, we've loved this on our salmon bowls. Oh yeah, it was $8.99 on Amazon.
Oh really?
So
let's get two.
$2.99, get three. I really like them.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed this.
Well, that was Mark's first time in a Trader Joe's, and it kind of blew his mind. All those different things you could choose from, you know. We just got some snacks, but. You impressed?
Yeah, I am. Oh, it's cool. It's got a nice vibe. Good looking stuff too. I think the prices are a little probably higher, but. Yeah.
A premium store, but.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I think we lived here, it wouldn't be like on the weekly rotation, you know, but you could go pick up stuff that you like.
Yeah, just kind of find your favorites.
That's good. Wow.
Very refreshing. Okay, we decided to come to a local burger place for lunch. Pretty hungry. We haven't, you know, we had an appointment all morning, so I feel like I can breathe a little bit more now that we kind of have some answers. Explore a little bit more for the rest of the day and have some fancy burgers.
Hopefully it's good.
Jalapenos and barbecue sauce. Caffeinated barbecue sauce.
It's called caffeinated barbecue sauce, whatever that is.
So it is like 73 degrees. We ate lunch outside in the sunshine. I don't think it ever got this hot this summer in Alaska, so that was really enjoyable after a stressful week. Now we are not out of the park with the girls. I think we're going to be doing 1 to 2 sonograms a week for the next 16 weeks, but we just feel good about where they're at for today. Well, friends, change of plans. I am still in Denver. Mark is on a flight back home to Alaska. We booked our tickets. We're getting everything ready to go, and my doctor called from Alaska, and he is not going to be back till, right now it is Tuesday. He's not going to be back till next Monday, and I have a follow-up appointment on Thursday, either in Alaska or here in Denver, and he really didn't like that I was going to be flying back home without him being there. So we made the decision to send Mark home. If they were to say I need surgery in the next couple days, he would just fly back down. It's not as hard for him to fly. It's getting pretty difficult for me to fly. It's very uncomfortable. So we are just riding this roller coaster. I called, made sure I still had an appointment here in Denver for Thursday. It means I have a couple days. I got some editing I can do of videos that I've filmed at home. I've got a book to read. I've got thank you notes to write. We can take some little walks. I've got naps to take. It's just been an emotional couple weeks, so lots of naps are good. Oh, not where I expected to be this morning, but once I made the decision to stay, it felt like the right decision. Just trying to do our best for the babies and for our family at home. The boys were really missing us, and
and Mark is great at taking care of the boys. My doctor's concern is just, yes, the girls are doing well, and we are so grateful for that. So grateful. But he said with this twin-to-twin transfusion, the way that I'm manifesting it, and it's the way he's seen it in the past, it can change so quickly. So he didn't want it to change and him not be there to help me go through that process of what we needed to do next. So he just really felt like being here in Denver was the best. I'm really doing okay, guys. The emotions are just really close to the surface right now. Especially after Mark left this morning. We're gonna be all right. The babies are gonna be all right. We're just doing our best to take care of them. So I don't know how much will be going on here or where this video will end. But for now, I'm hanging out here in Denver. Oh, had to get outside. The weather here is so fantastic right now. Just trying to take advantage of it. I am not on bed rest. Twin-to-twin transfusion doesn't really have anything that I'm restricted from doing, because nothing I do really affects the babies that way, but I am resting a ton, taking lots of naps, laying down whenever I get a chance. But I'm gonna come sit out here and read instead of inside, because man, the sunshine is amazing. Just had lunch with some people that we've met here. That's one thing about this Ronald McDonald House, is you're surrounded by people that you can kind of connect with, because they're going through difficult things as well. And so sat with a couple that they're here because they're having problems with their baby and don't know when they're gonna get to go home either. And so Mark and I chatted with them for a long time last night, and then since Mark is gone, I sat with them at lunch, and that was just really good for me to be able to sit and chat with them. And now I'm gonna spend some time out here. This is right outside the Ronald McDonald House. We do not have a car anymore. We returned the car to Mark's aunt and uncle. So I'm gonna be using the shuttle, and then Ubers if I need to, or asking people that I've met for rides if possible. Anyways, I'm just trying to count the blessings that I have. My kids are taken care of at home. I'm taking care of the babies here. We're gonna make it through this. Well, friends, I made it through the day without Mark. He made it home safely and FaceTimed with the boys. We read scriptures together. We said family prayer together tonight over FaceTime, so that was nice. My day got better. I wasn't quite as emotional. I took several naps. I sat and talked with people at dinner. Not every night dinner is provided, but sometimes people come in and bring dinner, and they made the most beautiful pork roast with potatoes and green beans tonight, and an apple cake. And I got to sit and talk with people, and I was just really grateful that that was provided tonight. And we're gonna be okay. I got one more day until my appointment, so tomorrow's probably gonna look a lot like today. Yes, I have my Tums here. We've swapped out the nausea. I don't get nauseous too often unless I'm like in a car or an airplane, but what is it called? The heartburn has kicked in here mid-second trimester. So I am 20 weeks, 4 days now. So just we're moving through this pregnancy, and yep, I'll keep you guys posted on how the girls are doing. Well, another day has passed here at the Ronald McDonald House in Denver. Mark actually had the day off from work today with some random holiday. So he was very busy at home. He got gravel delivered for our driveway, which is something we've been meaning to do for a while. He caulked along our sink. He got the kids to school. He is doing great at home with the boys. They were so happy to have him back. I have my schedule here. I have not felt bored yet. It's much easier for me to relax here than it is at home because there's just so much to do at home. I'm writing thank you notes for all of the gifts that you have sent to the babies because Amazon shows me what you've sent. So I've been, that's really been encouraging to me. And it's not the stuff, like the stuff is amazing. It's the love and the thought behind the stuff that as I'm writing these thank you notes, my heart is just full of gratitude. Sorry, my emotions are so close to the surface right now. So I've spent a lot of time writing thank you cards to our sweet viewers. I had dinner with some friends that Mark and I made here, a husband and wife, and they offered to take me to my appointment tomorrow so that I don't have to take the shuttle because the shuttle service does not line up with my appointment. Like I would be waiting around for like 3 hours before my appointment and they're like, oh, we'd love to take you. So they're driving me there tomorrow, which is a huge blessing. And we'll get to see what's going on with the girls. I thought maybe I would have my appointment tomorrow and be able to go home on Friday if everything was okay because my doctor will be home the following Monday and I can go in and see him if things look good. But really, at this point, I've decided I am not planning ahead anything. I'm just gonna take each appointment as it comes and then make the right best decision after that. So I have a ticket home, but I can change it, I can move it, and I will do that. If they want me to stay through Monday, I will stay through Monday because I need to just do what's best for the girls. Mark is taking care of the kids at home. We are almost to 21 weeks. Another week almost checked off, which is a blessing because the longer they stay in, the better. Now, I don't know if I've explained this, but this surgery that I might get can only be done to 26 weeks. So once we hit 26 weeks, then they start focusing on if something goes really bad, they deliver the babies. We don't want that to happen. So I'm hoping we can just keep them in as long as possible. Well, friends, I'm here at the hospital. Had 3 ultrasounds so far. One by the sonographer, one by the maternal fetal specialist, and then they called in the cardiology, the fetal cardiology sonographer. She did her ultrasound of the baby's hearts because we are back in stage 2, which is leaning towards surgery. So thank goodness I stayed here and didn't rush home like I wanted to do earlier in the week. Baby B is back down to less than 2 centimeters of fluid, and baby A is still sitting at like 12. We could barely see baby B's bladder, which is stage 2. I will put the stages down in the description below if you're like what's she talking about. There's 5 stages of Twin-Twin Transfusion Syndrome, and at stage 2 they like to do a fetoscopic surgery. So unfortunately we've been flirting with this stage 1 and 2 for 2 weeks now, and today they were a bit concerned about baby A. Baby A is in the big sac, her heart, because she has so much fluid. It's having to do a lot more pumping of blood. So too much fluid's not good and too little fluid's not good. It's not that one is healthy and one's not. They both are at risk. And so I'm gonna leave the video here. We've got decisions to make today. I will update you in a future video. I'm sorry to leave it hanging, but there's just too much going on that I can't keep up with filming and calling Mark and making sure. So just know we're making the best decisions for these girls to have the best outcome possible. I'm resting as much as possible. I've been taking a nap here as I wait. The cardiologist is reading the sonogram for the heart, and they're going to come in and give us information here. So you may see me prepping for surgery in the next video, and you may see us just hanging out in Denver figuring out when or if surgery is possible. I'm not sure. We've got a few more questions that need to be answered, but we love you guys. We're so grateful for you cheering us and the babies on. Mark is at home in Alaska. That is a bit tricky. He's feeling the stress that I felt a couple days ago when I was trying to decide if I should go. Now he's feeling the stress of like, oh, now I got to get back down to Denver and be with Lauren. But we felt very strongly that the boys needed him there, at least for a couple days. So we don't feel like we made the wrong decision. It's just kind of tough when you have other children involved. So thank you guys for cheering us on and for the prayers. We love you, and we'll see you again real soon.